Bonjour et bienvenue à notre podcast number 6 actually at Learn French with Alexa. Now, as always, in today's podcast, I'm going to read you a short passage in French based on a fun fact about me, Alexa Polidoro. Not that you want to know. It's so random. Anyway, the text is of A1, A2 level, which means it is of beginner/intermediate level. Now, the purpose of this podcast is for you to listen to a simple text, okay, but learn a grammatical point based on that text and learn a little bit about me, Alexa Polidoro. Now, I'm going to ask you a question after the first reading, okay, and I will tell you what we are focusing on. I will translate the full text eventually for you, but it could be that you know exactly what it's about. So listen to the text and think, what is the text about? Écoutez attentivement. Tous les ans, je participe à 3 festivals. En premier, un festival sur les fossiles en juin, qui a lieu dans le Dorset en Angleterre. Là-bas, je peux participer à des conférences et apprendre plein de nouvelles choses. En juillet, je vais à Avignon, dans le sud de la France, pour découvrir des pièces de théâtre et des spectacles d'art de rue. Pour terminer, en septembre, je pars à Charleville-Mézières pour assister au festival des marionnettes. J'adore rencontrer et discuter avec des personnes de milieux différents. C'est en fait une merveilleuse façon de me reconnecter avec ma créativité. Okay, so we've heard the text, okay, what is it about? What is the text about? What did you hear? Well, the first words are trois festivals. Je participe à 3 festivals. So the main focus on this text is about festivals. It's about how many festivals I attend in a year. 3 festivals. So here's my first question. Quel est le 3e festival que je fais dans l'année? What is the 3rd festival that I attend in the year? Faire dans l'année. So faire un festival, to attend a festival. It's one of those idiom faire quelque chose. Okay, we have seen that in another podcast previously. Now, faire un festival is to attend a festival. So what is the 3rd festival I attend? Listen to the text one more time. And in this text, I am focusing on a little word called en. En means in. So let's have a look at how we use it instead of dans. Dans, which also means in. So you're going to hear it a few times. We'll focus on that at the end. Now, answer this question. Quel est le 3e festival que je fais dans l'année? What is festival number 3? Listen carefully. Écoutez attentivement. Tous les ans, je participe à 3 festivals. En premier, un festival sur les fossiles en juin, qui a lieu dans le Dorset, en Angleterre. Là-bas, je peux participer à des conférences et apprendre plein de nouvelles choses. En juillet, je vais à Avignon, dans le sud de la France, pour découvrir des pièces de théâtre et des spectacles d'art de rue. Pour terminer, en septembre, je pars à Charleville-Mézières pour assister au festival des marionnettes. J'adore rencontrer et discuter avec des personnes de milieux différents. C'est en fait une merveilleuse façon de me reconnecter avec ma créativité. Right, okay. What is the 3rd festival that I do every year? I mean, what is the 1st and the 2nd for that matter? Did you hear that? Now, let's have a look at the text, okay? I talk about 3 festivals. En premier, un festival sur les fossiles en juin. So that's the first festival I attend in a year. It's in June, en juin. So listen to that. En premier, first, en premier, un festival sur les fossiles en juin. And again, in June, en juin. Now, en premier, un festival sur les fossiles en juin. In June, I go to a fossil festival. En juillet, so that's the second one, je vais à Avignon. So in July, I go to Avignon. Je vais à Avignon. And then, when I say pour terminer, that's the answer to the first question. Quel est le troisième festival que je fais dans l'année? Pour terminer, to finish, en septembre, in September, je fais le festival des marionnettes. OK, festival des marionnettes. I attend the puppet festival. Now, for people who are interested or not, listen anyway. Charleville-Mézières is the capital, the world capital of puppets. That's where you will find the most amazing puppeteers, and that's where the best school of puppetry. Puppetry? Can you say puppetry? Marionnettistes are à Charleville-Mézières. Charleville-Mézières just happened to be also the town of famous writer and poet Arthur Rimbaud. So if you don't know the town, which is absolutely stunning, do check it out. It's a really cool town. So that was the answer to the first question. Quel est le troisième festival que je fais dans l'année? Le troisième festival que je fais dans l'année, c'est le festival des marionnettes à Charleville-Mézières. Okay? Did you manage to get this one? Well done if you did. Okay? Bravo. Now here's my question. I'm going to read the text the second time. Pourquoi j'assiste à autant de festivals? So why do I do so many festivals? You know, I mean, these are the main three ones, but there is a punk festival in August, which I do sometimes as well. It's so random. You're going to think, oh, okay, this woman, she does a fossil festival, puppet festival, a punk festival, and an art festival. Why? Pourquoi j'assiste à autant de festivals? Why do I attend so many, autant, festivals? Let's read the text the second time. Listen very carefully. And can you hear the en as well, which is the little word I want you to learn? Tous les ans, je participe à 3 festivals. En premier, un festival sur les fossiles, en juin, qui a lieu dans le Dorset, en Angleterre. Là-bas, je peux participer à des conférences et apprendre plein de nouvelles choses. En juillet, je vais à Avignon, dans le sud de la France, pour découvrir des pièces de théâtre et des spectacles d'art de rue. Pour terminer, en septembre, je pars à Charleville-Mézières pour assister au Festival des marionnettes. J'adore rencontrer et discuter avec des personnes de milieux différents. C'est en fait une merveilleuse façon de me reconnecter avec ma créativité. Okay, so what is the answer to pourquoi j'assiste à autant de festivals? Why do I attend so many festivals? It's in the last sentence, isn't it? C'est en fait une merveilleuse façon de me reconnecter avec ma créativité. It is in fact, so here's another little word, en fait, in fact, okay? Une merveilleuse façon, a marvelous way to reconnect with my creativity, de me reconnecter avec ma créativité. Now, believe it or not, being a YouTuber is slightly creative, but not as creative as I would like it to be. And because I love the arts in general, I tend to attend a lot of different festivals that stimulate my intellect, which is high, not. Anyways, so, j'assiste à beaucoup de festivals parce que j'aime me reconnecter avec ma créativité. Now, here's my question. What about you? How many festivals do you do in a year or not at all? Leave a comment. I would love to hear if you have any suggestions in Paris, in anywhere in the world, wherever, maybe that would be of interest for me. And you can share it. If you're enjoying learning French with me and would like to go even further, my certified complete French course brings everything together in one place. You'll have lessons, quizzes, and support guides to help you reach your goals, and it's all taught by me. Use code ALEXAPOD for 15% off. Okay, is the third reading with the translation. Listen very carefully. What we are doing here is we are focusing on the little word, okay? We're covering the preposition, and also it's an adverbial pronoun in lesson 9 of the course Learn French with Alexa, the full course, okay? En plus a place is covered in lesson 9, and en as an adverbial pronoun is covered in lesson 26 of the course, okay? Tous les ans, je participe à 3 festivals. Okay, so every year I participate to 3 festivals. And by the way, a lot of the words ending with AL in French in the plural form will be O. For example, journal, journaux, cheval, chevaux. Okay, here festival is an exception to the rules. Even in the plural form, it is still al with an S. 3 festivals. So, en premier. En premier. Okay, here is en and then first. En premier, un festival sur les fossiles. En juin. So first, a fossil festival. In June. En juin. En juin. En mai. En septembre. En whatever. Okay? For example, if you wanted to say, well, I'm going to Paris in September, you would say, je vais à Paris en septembre. Qui a lieu dans le Dorset en Angleterre, which takes place in the region of Dorset in England. When you're referring to a country, feminine country, you would say en. For example, en Angleterre ou en France, par exemple, okay? En Espagne, en Italie, en Belgique. If the country was masculine, you would say au Portugal, for example, ou au Japon. I know it's crazy, isn't it, that even for countries we have feminine and masculine countries. Now, if you look at the ending of those words, as in Angleterre, Italie, Espagne, Belgique, it ends with an E, so it's likely to be feminine. So we would say en. But if you listen to Portugal and Japon, there is no E sound at the end, so it's likely to be O. Là-bas, je peux participer à des conférences et apprendre plein de choses, nouvelles choses. So over there, I can participate to conferences, okay, lectures, and learn a lot of new things, okay? Now, if you look at nouvelle, nouvelle is an adjective that has E-double-L-E-S, and why is that? Why is it in a feminine and a plural form? It's because chose, things, is feminine and plural. Now remember that all adjectives in French have to agree in number and gender with the word it refers to. In that case, it's chose. The adjective is nouvelle. It reflects chose. En juillet. So when it comes to months, you say en juillet, en juin, in June, in September, and so on. Je vais à Avignon dans le sud de la France. So when talking to a town, you don't say en, just like the country, you say à. So je vais à Avignon. I'm going to Avignon, dans le sud de la France, in the south of France. La France, okay, la France. You need the article here. Pour découvrir des pièces de théâtre et des spectacles d'art de rue. In order to discover pièces de théâtre, plays, and art, street arts, spectacle shows. Pour terminer, and to finish, pour terminer, en septembre, je pars à Charleville-Mézières. So have a look at all these references, à Avignon, à Charleville-Mézières, à ou dans le Dorset for a region. But à would refer to town. So for example, you would say, je vais à Paris en France. I'm going to Paris in France, okay? 2 different prepositions here. Now, je pars à Charleville-Mézières. I go to Charleville-Mézières pour assister au festival des marionnettes. J'adore rencontrer et discuter avec des personnes de milieux différents. I love to meet and to talk to different people of different walks of life. Now, c'est en fait une merveilleuse façon de me reconnecter avec ma créativité. It is in fact, so here you've got en fait, okay, in fact, une merveilleuse façon de me reconnecter avec ma créativité. A marvelous way to reconnect myself, me reconnecter avec ma créativité, with my creativity. Now again, merveilleuse, here is in the singular feminine form because façon, la façon, the way, okay, is here in the feminine singular form. And like I said, all the adjectives must to agree in number and gender. In number and gender with the word it is related to. Now tell me in the comments, do you attend any festivals in the year and which one are they so I can meet you there? Hopefully you enjoyed this exercise and you've learned a lot. Now remember that we cover all these really intricate points such as adjectives or prepositions or adverbial pronouns or whatever at learnfrenchwithalexa.com, our complete French course, which has received nearly a 5-star reviews from our customers. That's it for me. Au revoir, à bientôt, bisous bisous.